Hi friends, I am CA Venkatrama. I am AK sir student. First of all, I would like to thank AK sir for having given this opportunity to talk about CA course to you all. Now, this is a period of lockdown, period full of uncertainty. We all know that it is very tough to get along this period, especially CA students. Yeah, because you are all feeling a big lagging of time between your atoms. I can understand that. So first, my suggestion is concentrate and keep with your momentum. Do not just get juggled away. Stay focused. Let me tell you, you are all fallen in the safest hands of your career. Presently, you may be a student of a chartered accountancy course, whether you may be in a CPT level or inter level or the final level. You are all in the safest hands. Now, it's just a duty that we need to get into our academics and concentrate in that and ensure that we study well, whatever the situations may be, whether it's external or internal. We are going to study. Fine? Okay. Let me now briefly share on some of the things you all may be knowing, but still, whenever I prepared myself, like during my CA exams, I used to do some things. I would just like to give you what all I did. Some of the points. You have two groups, especially in CA final. Let us come to the CA final. You have two groups. Now, students may be preparing for one group for their next attempt, or maybe for both the groups. My kind advice is, as of now, you should be at, not advice, my suggestion is you should be at a level when you are started doing the mock test papers right now. You should be ready to do, even though you would have not covered your 100% of the portions, you should start preparing yourself with writing of mock test papers or any other question papers, old question papers. Even though you don't have the opportunity to go and write in the institute, you should prepare yourself in your home. Take your stopwatch or have a control within yourself. Put a time of 3 hours and try to finish off one question paper each day, whichever the subject may be. Okay. Now, those who are not ready to the level which I am telling now, right now, like some of them may be still studying, still behind covering of portions. So for them, what I tell is, ensure that while studying, that each moment of your studies, you should be behind that. What is the examiner or the correctioner expecting from you while you are studying, while you are writing your answer? So you should study in such a way that after reading one para or after doing one sum, the next moment you should think about whether I am ready to go into the exam hall if this question comes. That should be the level of attitude which you are having right now. Okay. So, brief upon the tactics. Our first subject, financial reporting. So this financial reporting is all about many numerics, understanding the basic concepts. So how do you prepare here? It's a very general one. I am not giving something special. Just I am also giving you some kind of revision in the way of preparation modes. Okay. So this paper, financial reporting, requires you to practice properly with pen and paper. My kind suggestion is, do not go behind just reading the answers and using your calculator and telling, yes, I have got the sum right. No. Remember friends, our institute does not alone respect your final answer. It gives and respects highly your presentation of your procedures, if you have done with your procedures properly, surely institute gives, except in abnormal circumstances. So my suggestion is just go over the numerics. Practice, not just with your practice manual and the calculator. Include this paper and pen also. Okay? Each and every sum. Then only you will be confident enough, or you will have the momentum to write in the exam hall. Even though you would have prepared, understand all the concepts properly in this subject, and you would have got all the sums while doing in your home with this calculator technique, but in exam hall what you need to do is writing with this pen. So you need to practice in this way itself, even though you would have not been up to the level of writing the exam question paper or mock test paper, but in each day of your practice you need to use this technique. This is my kind suggestion regarding this financial reporting paper. I know you are all having various sources to enhance your basic concepts or to get conceptually specialized. You have many faculties classes, or you have good study material as of now, so try to prepare. By chance, one more thing: financial reporting, strategic financial management, or advanced management accounting, which is costing. If in these papers, if you feel still you are conceptually totally unclear about it, the one suggestion which I tell is, you also start practicing the same way. Only thing is, this practice should be in a continuous way. It should be like one day you do a sum from consolidated financial statement of companies. After 3 days, again repeat the same problem, so that along with your efforts, along with solving the answers, solving the questions, your mind will automatically get the conceptual clarity behind. But mind you friends, this should be very conscious efforts. It should be consciously done, not a mechanical way. A mechanical way, which I mean is just, okay, the question is carrying amount of plant and machinery in all sums, whatever the question may be, you are blindly following the same mechanical steps, uniform steps. No, first understand the question, understand what the question expects from you to answer. Fine. This is applicable for all subjects which I am telling right now, but especially the numeric papers like FR, strategic financial management, and costing. Fine. Okay. This is briefing upon that. Now coming on to the strategic financial management. This is a kind of subject which requires deep understanding of the concepts, which many of us do not have, to be frank. Because the more, if you see financial reporting, there are things like balance sheet, profit and loss account, which many of us have done in our articleship. So we get an ease with that subject, practically as well as theory. We get an ease with that subject. We get a rapport with that subject. But whereas strategic financial management is somewhat outside, not outside, it is very away from our usual day-to-day practical experiences, right? Especially foreign exchange account, foreign exchange sums, and you have security analysis, portfolio theory, money market operations, project planning and capital budgeting. Routinely we don't do these things practically, so we need a deeper understanding of these concepts, which many of us are lacking, especially at this point of time, even though our attempt may be nearing. So start solving. Those guys who are at this level, even to them I suggest, start solving the, if you don't have the latest practice manual, or start solving the sums from whichever it may be, maybe from the old practice manual or even the suggested answers of the institute. Start solving questions, and The only thing which I tell is, if you are not able to understand a question, you don't know how to proceed right from the first moment onwards. Read the answer, no problem. Read the answer first. Try whether you are able to make out. Just beware that you just spend maximum 15 to 20 minutes for understanding a sum. If you are in that, if you are able to do that, then well. Don't spend more than that, because you are losing your time also at this moment. So what I tell is, start solving problems in this strategic financial management also, which will help you in exam, even though you are not conceptually 100% perfect. Okay, this is regarding SFM. And coming on to advanced auditing and professional ethics and corporate and allied laws. Okay, now these two are subjects whose grips are with numbers. In Standards on Auditing, if you take, you have the numbers. In Companies Act, if you take, you have the numbers. In SEBI's Act, if you take, you have the numbers. In Foreign Exchange Management Act, you take, you have the numbers. So what I am going to tell is, our brain always remembers the numbers very much properly than the text or para. So those who are preparing, like initial preparation is going on right now, like maybe for the next attempt, something like that, or those who are in the way of preparation, not immediately going on to their attempt. Okay, take an A4 size paper, start writing serial number 1, 2, 3 and the sections. Now before that, let me tell you, be clear on your syllabus. If you take Companies Act, which all sections are applicable, you need to know the range of your syllabus. If, for example, I'm not telling the syllabus, I'm just telling the example. If you feel like the Companies Act you are studying, you should be aware that section 123 till up to 400 section is your syllabus. You need to be aware of this first. And after getting aware of it, start jotting down manually in an A4 size paper. Make a list of the sections order wise. And another important point to add on, don't classify yourself as significant or non-significant sections, especially when it comes to theory. Our institute doesn't limit its questions only to some important topics or something like that. Institute also has habit, of course, like they ask the updated ones very frequently, but we can't just guess and go in the exam hall. If you guess and get it, good, God's grace, very nice. Or else give importance to each and every topic of your syllabus. Okay, start from section 123 until section 400. You have to write in the A4 size paper, and now you start studying the text or the para. The moment you do this process, each of, for example, section 128 of the Companies Act you are studying, or section 123 of the Companies Act you are studying. What all the theories you have learned in section 123, dividend, all the points, after you have finished studying, it should just pop out with this section. The ultimate aim of this procedure or the process is that in the exam hall, if a question is asked, your brain will immediately pop out the section which is applicable to that question, and it will also pop out all the sections which it is impacting. But you need to do this when you have got enough time, okay, not at the last moment. So guys who are having enough time, they can continue this tactic. Okay, this is a very useful procedure which I have been using. Okay, it's just like the Excel link, like in one tab the result, and in another one all the workings or schedules, the result will pop up to the another tab when you give the link. Like that, this will follow in your brain. Okay, fine. This is regarding corporate and allied laws. One more thing, where when people are nearing their attempt, what they need to do, who have not prepared well in these subjects, auditing and corporate and allied laws. Okay, either, if possible, you try by hearting, or else, if possible, take the question papers. Okay, understand what kind of questions the institute are asking. Okay, don't classify it's an important or non-important. Understand what kind of questions they are asking and read the answer. Now you will understand, okay, what way is that I need to prepare even at this final moment. You will get the idea. Just try it. Okay, now the group 1 is over. Now coming on to the second group, costing, which I suggest start this costing from the, if you are a preparer of this subject, first understand what is costing and gets the difference or different points like marginal costing, absorption costing, what are the kinds of differences between the traditional costing and the modern costing. All these points you need to gather. When you understand this marginal costing, that topic itself, you will have a better grip. Along with this, understand the cost sheet. The cost sheet is the primary foundation of this subject. You can get the cost sheet, a reliable cost sheet from many sources. Please search in your Google, or of course in a study material, probably it will be there. What is cost sheet and how it is impacting? Once you are done with your cost sheet, marginal costing and absorption costing is done. When these things are done, slowly the variances topics gets in your hands like that. Slowly it will start coming. But along with practicing numericals, take an A4 sheet, practice, not just this calculator. These 4 needs to get combined. Okay, fine. Okay, this is about this subject. And coming on to grade 1, ANISCA. Okay, for applicable for old scheme of students, I know. Those who are stuck up in this subject, if possible, at the last moment, if you are preparing, try to by heart this also. If you are not in the habit of by heart, okay, then also try by hearting. You have the capability to by heart. You are limiting your scope of by hearting. Okay, fine. But while by hearting, one thing you need to take care is be conscious of what you are by hearting. In the exam hall, they ask enablers of COVID-5, you go and write some other points of COVID-5. No, that is the risk in by hearting. So you need to be conscious of what is by hearting, and you need to be conscious in the same way while writing the exam, just excluding your tension. Okay, this is about ISCA, and if possible, try to attend some classes where they are giving some nice suggestions on how to remember the answers. For example, they take some words and they have various clues on how to remember those words, important keywords. These keywords are very important in ISCA. You may be knowing about the technical jargons, I don't need to deepen about it. Okay, now coming on to the next two ones, direct tax laws and indirect tax laws, which are hubs of our articleship. It is already in our grip practically. Now you are having a good rapport with these two subjects even though you have not studied it academically. Now, what the institute is expecting from this is your actual how you as a auditor or as a tax consultant, as a chartered accountant, how will you be solving the situation? Okay, you need to be at that level. Okay, and those at the last moment your attempt is nearing, you are not basically not good at all, you feel, oh bapre, so much is there. Okay, just take your sums, same mantra as these, take the questions, start solving, and then understand the concepts. Okay, but what I'm telling is be conscious of what you are preparing. This course produces a lot of benefit to our career, the completion of this course. So it's our duty to reap or take the benefits from those course. Okay, completion of course. You can do it. Prepare professionally, practice professionally, revise professionally, and present it professionally. and you get the profession in your hands. Soon, waiting to see you all as the members of institute. Okay? So, before all these things, now, how have you been inside your mind? Okay? This is a very important point. Stay calm first of all. And bother only the things which are important to you at this point of time. Okay? Take enough of relaxations. Sleep well. You need to be aware of what are some of the relaxations or the activities which you give you motivation. Be motivated yourself. And another thing is take pride. Being a CS student, take pride within yourself that you are going to become a majestic part of the society in the future. Last but not the least, Winston Churchill has told success is going from failures to failures without loss of enthusiasm. So if you want that enthusiasm, you need to keep your momentum in your mind. Okay? Fine, be confident, and that's it. Have a good sleep always. Do not regret, oh, that faculty's class I didn't go, because of that I lost my attempt last time, or that portion I didn't study. These are all the idle things which are falling onto you when you're studying. So when you're studying, be a fresh man. If you feel a loss in spirits, or because of some issue, or because you're not able to understand some concepts, just take a break and get again to the same place with the confidence that I am going to study properly. Okay? Lagging of times will be there, but the ultimate is you are going to achieve the result. So imagine positively, visualize positively now only that you are going to represent your clients in some tribunal. Okay, being a chartered accountant. So get set and go.